What's up guys, it's Mufasa and welcome to another episode of my Formula 1 2017 career mode. Today we are going to be in Canada and it is round 7 of this championship. Means 13 rounds left of this championship until it is all over and we'll hopefully have a conclusion for our first season. So guys, basically I didn't upload the Monaco Grand Prix because it wasn't going to be entertaining for you guys. Basically it was just a whole weekend of me crashing and getting frustrated and whatnot, so I didn't think that would be the usual want to see that, and I didn't really want to post it because it wouldn't have been entertaining. So guys, as you can see, we are 11th in the championship and that is great news for us, so we're going to get into the video.
Hey, our upgrade pace is looking solid right now, but I do think we need to push harder if we want to stay competitive. Here's the report.
So guys, as you can see, we have one development. We are the same as Renault at the minute. They've only developed one part at the minute, and basically you know what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get the car more durable for it to be more enhanced for seasons coming on. So we're going to hear our qualifying objectives.
Hi, how are you? I'm just passing on your qualifying goals for this weekend.
So as I was saying, we have to get 13th in qualifying and beat our teammate Carlos Sainz. But as I was saying guys, we're trying to get the car more durable and we're trying to save up for just to be able to hopefully save our resource points, get some engine stuff, hopefully along with durability with regards to later on in the season. But as we're moving into me coming into my first lap for qualifying, we see Daniel Ricciardo coming into the last chicane and his engine blown and he's on the wall, and as you can see we barely just avoided him there. So guys, as we're coming on to our first lap, we're just sort of trying to get a feel for the track. It is going to be wet for the race, so I don't know how that's going to play out with regards to setups, considering the car is on a dry setup at the minute. But as you can see, Max Verstappen set a 1:13.2, so that's going to be a bit challenging to try to get. But as long as we get around mid-table, top 10, I'll be happy. So our second split, we're on a 44.3. So as Hamilton then decides to go up and set 112.7, I think that was. So coming on to the end of the lap, we are coming over and we will set a 114.2. So guys, moving on later into qualifying, we are on our last final lap, so 38 seconds left of the session. We do, however, have someone in front of us, and I think it is Marcus Ericsson. I'm not entirely sure. It could be Verline, but solid first sector so far. We're a tenth and a bit up on our last lap, but moving on into the last sector, or coming into the last sector, sorry, we're already half a tenth up, so or half a second, sorry. But as you can see, that's just down to track evolution, and it is Pascal Verline in front of us, and hopefully Pascal won't get in our way too much. Hopefully he will get a decent run down this straight, as that Sauber is okay in a straight line. But this Toro Rosso is faster, and as you can see, we are catching him. We're going to go up the inside, but so does Verline, and then throws it into the pit lane. I was not happy about that, guys, so I decided the lap was ruined anyway, so we are going to return to the garage and screw the lap. So we're going to have to wait until Crofty does the results for qualifying to find out where we finished. So as you can see guys, this is actually quite interesting. Even before the race starts, we've already completed our rivalry with Carlos Sainz, and that has already bolstered our team attraction up, as we will now listen to our voicemail for the race.
I just wanted to pass on the team's expectations for this race. Good luck.
So guys, we have to finish 11th in the race or higher, and our championship is 13th. So not too bad. It is doable. It is doable. So we're gonna get into the race now. But as you can see, with the rivalries, that is our first rivalry completed, and I'm glad we won that. We won it by 9 points.
We're almost ready
so
to go then, and this is
we'll
what
let Crofty
the
take over.
looks like for today's race. Kimi Räikkönen's perfect lap yesterday sees him start from pole position, and starting alongside him P2 is Sebastian Vettel. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, Bottas, Max Verstappen, and Perez, Ocon, Magnussen, Toro Rosso, and Jolyon Palmer. Hülkenberg, Sainz, Fernando Alonso, and Massa. Van Dorn, Grosjean, Marcus Ericsson and Pascal Wehrlein. Ricciardo and Lance Stroll rounds off the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track.
So guys, as you can see from the grid talk, there is a lot of people who have got penalties, Romain Grosjean especially. He must have engine stuff or a new gearbox or something. But as you can see, I was going to put the car up an extra lap of fuel, but decided since it was raining, we may as well put it down the third or a lap less, because that means that we'll be running lean most of the time anyway, and we'll be mid-table, so we'll not really be fighting anyone. So guys, as we are running down to 5 laps to the Canadian Grand Prix, we have 5 lights are out, and away we go. As you can see, we don't get the greatest of starts, but no does anyone else. But as you can see, Perez nearly hits us, or no, sorry, Ocon, which forced us down the inside of nearly everyone. As you can see, we've already gained 4 positions in the first corner, and it is exciting scenes from the very first corner of the Canadian Grand Prix. As you can see from the replay, guys, I went down the inside of Ocon, and then Perez, and then Verstappen as well. As you can see, the two Mercedes and Ferraris also fighting for position, and then Verstappen tries to have a wee look up our inside, but we say no to that. So as you can see, on the lap 1, we're already trying to challenge Hamilton as well. I never thought I'd be saying this, but in our first season, we are challenging a Mercedes. As you can see, Hamilton has a slow run out of the chicane. We're going to try hopefully get him coming into the end of the first sector, and we shove it up the inside, and Hamilton has no answer for that move. We were basically trying to get good traction, don't let Hamilton try to get us back, but we actually pulled away from Hamilton. As you can see, Hamilton is that dot behind us, and Valtteri Bottas is in front of us. And I never thought I'd be saying this, but we are in an effective P4, and we have passed the Mercedes. I don't know if Hamilton has problems, but as we move on later into the race, we are challenging Valtteri Bottas for 3rd. And as you can see, we challenged Bottas, went up the inside, but then we decided to go back on the racing line and then take the position off him as he ran wide coming into chicane. But guys, we are in 3rd. In our first season, I never thought I'd be saying this, but as you can see, we set the fastest lap of the race, a 1:25.3. That is the fastest lap we have ever set in any track with regards to the pace. But as you can see, this Toro Rosso felt amazing. This grip, it just performed so well. I've never actually felt the car perform so well. As you can see, I'm actually being able to keep up with the Ferraris, and as you can see, we've shoved the car up the inside of Raikkonen, and Raikkonen gives us the space, so we're also equally respectful with regards to Raikkonen. And as you can see, held it around the outside, and then got the switch back on him, and then that's us now in the 2nd place. So will we even challenge Vettel for the lead? Will we be able to try the same move as what we've done to Bottas? As you can see, Vettel done a wee squabble there. He didn't know where he was going, so we sort of just backed off a bit. We don't want to lose any of our front wing or anything. But as you can see, we've got an amazing run coming out of that chicane. Hopefully we'll try the same move of what we've done on Raikkonen and get around the inside, but no, Vettel just up our inside. We give him the respect he deserves, so we give him the room, and now that is us in 1st place. I cannot emphasize that enough. I cannot believe I'm saying this. In the 7th round of our first season, we are actually winning a race, and it has nothing to do with penalties. I don't know if this car is... I honestly don't know, guys. I'm just shocked. I can't believe I'm saying this. But as you can see, on lap 7, we have set the fastest lap, and guys, I was pushing so hard, so I'm going to let you guys listen and watch me a lap around Canada. So guys, coming into the final corners, we are just making a feline to the straight. We have set a blistering lap time, and as you can see, we've went faster again. So 1:25.2. As you can see, Jeff is congratulating us and saying that we have a 26.7 gap to our teammate Carlos Sainz. But I think this is Bottas. I'm not entirely sure. It looks like it seems to be his helmet, but as you can see, he's pulling off the track. His engine has blown. So as you can see, Mercedes not having the best of races with regards to engine problems, which then this brought out a virtual safety car. So I was quite shocked that it did bring out a virtual safety car. Like, Bottas did pull the car off the track far enough, but obviously it wasn't safe enough, so we got a virtual safety car. So basically just trying to keep within the regulations of the speed. As you can see, we are going a bit too fast, and we're trying to slow down as the safety car's ending, and so that happened. We have a drive-through penalty, so we are in first, so I wasn't too scared. We were going to come out mid-pack with about 5th or 6th, so I decided to take it very first lap straight away. We did have about a 5-6 second lead to Vettel and Raikkonen behind us, so I wasn't too worried about letting them go. Like, it's not as if we will win the race or anything, because I'm only fighting for 5th or 6th. That's all I really want. But as you can see, we are plus 0.28 on fuel, so hopefully coming to the end of the race we might be able to push a bit more. So basically, guys, I don't want any more penalties in this race, so I'm taking an extra cautious coming out the pit lane and don't want to cross the line. So basically we were trying to catch Hamilton back down, and it took us all the way to lap 13 to catch him. And as we basically do the same move as what we done on Raikkonen on the Hamilton, just we done it a bit faster than what we did on Raikkonen. So basically just trying to catch down Raikkonen and Vettel down if we can, but our tyres were starting to get a bit worse for wear. We were sort of starting to feel the tyre wear. As you can see, the car is starting to slide about a bit more than what it was in previous laps. But as we now move on to lap 14, we are starting to catch Raikkonen, so hopefully we might get a good decent run down this straight as we put the car up in the rich mix. And hopefully we'll try to get Raikkonen coming onto the start-finish straight. Hopefully we could even make a move coming in the chicane, but we think again of it and decide we'll try and make a move coming up into the very first corner. So as we throw the car back up in the rich revs, Raikkonen has the line, so we're not going to try to be too aggressive. We do put the car up the inside. We weren't able to get it, so we tried to get a switch back on him, and it worked, as Raikkonen sort of compromised his own exit there with a slow turn 2. So we compromised on that, as we now have, I think this is Felipe Massa. As you can see, we have puffs of smoke coming out of his engine, or that could be spray, I think. No, there's another puff of smoke. That is Massa out of the race. And a bit controversial this, guys. No virtual safety car. Bottas was off the track, but Massa was basically on it. As you can see, we have Felipe Massa out of the race. So lap 16, our pit lap is lap 17, so one more lap and then that's us in. As you can see, us coming down the back straight, that is us coming in for our pit stop lap. As you can see, Vettel is also coming in as well, so both Ferrari and us doing the one stopper. And as you can see, Raikkonen will go on ahead, as Ferrari won't want to double stack their cars, as that will just jeopardise Raikkonen's races as well. So Hamilton, me and Vettel all are in the pits. So this could be a battle of the pit stops. Will Tor also be able to get us out in front of Hamilton? So it was a close one. I think we lost a bit of time on Vettel there, with Tor also having to hold us up there. So great job to the guys trying to getting us out before Hamilton did. We still have a 2.3 second gap to Hamilton, so I'm still happy about that. But as you guys know, the Mercedes is a dominant car in this game, so will they be able to come at a counter with us on the end of the race? But as we move on into lap 18, we have a close encounter with the wall. We almost hit the wall, so that was a bit sketchy for us. But as you can see, Raikkonen came in for his pit stop the very next lap on lap 18. So we are effective P2. I can't believe I'm saying this, guys, but we are actually on the podium in a race. I know I might be saying this a lot, guys, but I can't believe this. But we are challenging Vettel for the lead again. We're making a move around the outside, coming in the chicane. This is very dangerous, so I decided to think again of it, and then decided to try wait, and then get him on the back straight. So as you can see, we have the run, we threw the car up in the rich mix, and we also have the fuel as well. But with 15 laps of this Grand Prix, including the 35th lap, we have 15 laps, and Marcus Ericsson is going to be the very first lap car that is going to come into our path. So basically, as you can see, we have a yellow flag in front of us. I don't know who this is. I think someone is going very slowly. I think it's a puncture. I think Palmer has another puncture. So as you can see, Marcus Ericsson's coming, or actually on our way as we go up the inside of him, and I think he collected Vettel. I think Marcus Ericsson hit Vettel. I think trying to get out of the way of me. Sorry, he got in the way of Vettel. As we see Vettel's perspective here now. As you can see, I go up the inside. Ericsson then comes back on the track, and then Vettel had nowhere to go. So that also brought out another virtual safety car. So it is now a one-way battle for the lead of this race. If I can keep this car on the road, if I can be consistent, I might even win this race, guys. I never even thought that would be a possibility in the start of this season. Winning a race would be unbelievable. So guys, basically nothing happened. I extended the gap to 14 seconds to Hamilton and Raikkonen, and guys, I don't know how I managed to do it. I don't know, but I was setting purple upon purple upon purple lap times, and guys, I've never felt so good, never had the confidence to push this car as hard as I have on this track, sorry. So coming on to the final sector, as you can see, we have 0.5 of fuel, the car is in rich mix, and oh, I can't believe it, guys, 15.1, we're still extending the gap to Hamilton. Coming into the final corner, at the start of this season, I was only aiming for 10th. In their 7th round of the championship, we are going to win the Canadian Grand Prix.
That's a race win. You've really been great today.
So guys, we are the second driver ever
And now let's take a
to
look at
win
the driver standings. It's
a race
good
with Toro
result
Rosso,
for
guys.
Lewis Hamilton,
So
who moves further
Vettel was
ahead
the
at
first,
top
he'd
of the
done that in
table.
China,
Now then, Anthony Davidson,
and
who
we've
was your
just
driver
made
of the
history
day?
again for Toro Rosso, the second driver to ever win a Grand Prix. Vettel was the first, we are the second, and as you can see, we have made 25 points. So I am extremely happy at the minute. So as you can see, guys, we have 862 resource points, which we will most likely be developing the car next episode. With regards, could possibly be a power upgrade or a chassis upgrade, I don't know. But as you can see, guys, we have a old F1 challenge. So I decided to go with the older car. Haven't driven it yet, so I decided I might as well. So basically, that's just going to be wee highlights. Basically, the first corner and then jump on to the last lap, basically. So basically, we got an okay start. This is it. I thought the car would rev out higher, so you might hear out as we had a massive dive bomb. I don't know why we threw the hand up with frustration, considering it was actually our fault. But on to lap 5 into this race, you can see we're in first anyway, and we're in P8. But basically with the V8, sorry, they were just like rocket ships. They just flew past you. See, whenever you were in a straight line, you could keep up with them in the slipstream, but see around the corners, they just were so fast. But as you can see, we are coming down to the finish line, getting the slipstream, and that is us. We have won our race. So guys, I was thinking that none of you would believe me, and this is completely uncut. This is the loading screen from the last race into this, and as you can see, it is on legendary. I will be thinking about changing that up to ultimate in the next episode. I don't know, but if you guys want to, leave it in the comments down below whether I should move it up or leave it where it is. But we have an upgrade speed, so as our engineer's now going to probably shout at us for not upgrading the car.
Good to see you again. The team are now ready to start development on some new upgrades. You can review these from within the laptop. I'll speak to you later, okay?
But anyway, guys, we just got told off there. But anyway, it has been your boy Mofasa. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, leave a like, comment, and subscribe for weekly content. And peace.